Who amongst us is surprised that Fox News is using the same people over and over to call themselves independent voters?
Let's bring in three independents here in Wisconsin, Caitlin, Mary, and Rick.
We're now joined by our panel of everyday but extraordinary Americans. Jasmine Derringer, she works two jobs and is a single mom. Caitlin Singleton is a mother of three, nonprofit housing site manager, and
Tanisha Williams is a realtor with 4 kids. Caitlin Singleton is a rental housing site manager.
I'm here with Caitlin Singleton from Wisconsin, who voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016.
What do you think of Fox News?
That's the only news I watch. I've seen the CNN, I've seen some of the others, and they're so biased. It really pisses me off.
Do you think Fox is biased?
To a point.
Do you still watch Fox News?
No,
How come?
because they lie. I watch Sean Hannity.
Do you guys do you watch Fox News?
Oh, yeah. Like every show. The Five, Jesse Waters.
In these changing times, where do you get your news now? From what sources?
Mostly online, some of the news channels, and of course Facebook, like us all.
Which online news do you like?
Let's see, what's the one? Fox News, and I can't think of the name of the other one. I just watch it. Channel 208. Yeah.
No, online. I mean, when you're on the computer.
Usually I'm just on Fox News.
You seem to know a lot about policy and things like that. Where do you get that information if you don't watch the news?
Well, I follow a lot of folks. Telegram is one that I follow. And then, I'm on Truth Social, so.
Where do you get your news, sir, generally?
Mostly from, I don't watch the news much, so you can't believe the news. You can't believe any of that. I mean, you don't know what to believe nowadays. So,
But you seem smart and informed on all this stuff. Just wondering what your way of absorbing that is.
people and what they believe in. Yep.
Do you watch Fox News?
Yes, I do. Well, I don't watch any news anymore. I go to the internet for my news. X22 Report, andweknow.com, different other people that are available online.
Fox News, local Fox News, and Newsmax. And once in a while I turn it on to some other channel just to see what they're saying.
The real drastic part of this is not just happening on Fox News. I mean, they're just blatantly ridiculous on Fox News, of course, having the same voters. But what I mean by that is when you look at these pollsters and they're talking to the same group of voters over and over, or the same type of voters, they're basically doing the same thing. They're telling us a narrative they want us to believe. These polls are never representative of the people who don't participate. This is why they call them likely voters. If we are trying to get the real feel of what's going on in America or how American voters feel, even if they don't participate in elections, why aren't we having conversations with everybody? So yes, Fox is being Fox and using one person almost 5 or 6 times in the same couple of years to call her the same type of voter, undecided, which is absolutely ridiculous to me when the message is always the same. And it just speaks to the lack of clarity around and from their viewers. The idea that people are being fed the same woman over and over and over is absolutely ridiculous. And it's also par for the course. This is the state of our politics in this country, where reality is not included. Reality is not included in the current state of politics in this country because people are already dug in what they want to believe. Here's a news flash for you. Most people that are independent voters or unaffiliated voters almost always vote the same way. Meaning, just because you don't call yourself a Democrat or call yourself a Republican, you usually vote the same way all the time, regardless if you have independent or unaffiliated by your name. So when people keep talking about this elusive independent or undecided voter in this country, I don't know who they are. People are not switching parties to vote. One way you're super progressive, in the next election cycle, you're super conservative. That voter doesn't really exist. Just know that when someone is telling you that, they're feeding you a narrative. I'm Mondale Robinson. Enough of all the narratives.